السر فيها هي الستراتيجي أو الإمبلمنتيشن؟
Wow. Actually, it's both. You have to have a vision. أول شيء you have to have a vision as to, first you have to have the why. Why do you want to do it? Okay. Then you need to have a vision of the end state. Yani, okay, this is why I want to do it, but this is how I envision my end state to be. And then you need to have a vision of how you're going to execute to achieve your end state. And this is where a lot of companies fail miserably. They have the why. Sometimes the why, we need to change our systems for operational efficiency. Sometimes it's we need to do things to be more competitive. Sometimes it's to improve our customer service. Sometimes it's all the three things. So the why is known, and they do the business case and the ROI وهيك. They also have a vision for how they want to, what the end state needs to look like. Where it fails most of the time is on the execution. So they know, okay, بنحط a project manager here وبنحط هيدا هيك وبنعمل a team and it'll get done. We get key partners, it'll get done. We get a system integrator and they'll take care of it. But if you don't have a vision for the execution itself, it won't happen. Or it will happen much later and at much more cost than what you anticipated. And I know what I do is I approach execution in a very strategic way. I put a vision for the execution, not the vision for the end goal, because that comes from the CEO, that comes from the CIO, that comes from the CFO, whoever is the sponsor for it. I take his vision and then I put a vision for the team that's going to execute. This is how we're going to execute this. This is what your role is going to be. These are the type of people we want to put in these roles. This is how much money we're going to spend at each different phase of the program. That's what I do.
جمال، من كندا لنيويورك، خبرينا عن تو بيجست اوفرز، لانه كنت بشركه بكندا للاتصالات، وكان في كمان عدد كتير كبير من الناس اللي انت كنت ليدر عليهم، صح؟ ومن بعدها انتقلت لبيجر اوفر بنيويورك. خبرينا عن هيدا المرحله.
انا كنت عم بشتغل لحالي، كان عندي my own company. I was an independent consultant. وقت تعرفنا على بعضنا كنت عم بشتغل بشركه عم بعمل ترانسفورميشن لكوتشيكو. كنت انا الاساي يعني لإلهم. زيت الشيء عندهم فيجن they want to transform، جيبوني I help execute that vision. البروجرامز على طول if they're successful they should have an end. If you keep it going معناتها
they're not successful.
not successful. So أنا actually my job is to make myself redundant as quickly as possible. So if I do my job well, they shouldn't need me for very long. I should just be able to execute and get out. So كنت خلصت البروجكت مع كوجيكو، وفي بنيويورك كان في شركة اسمها التيس، كنت هني كمان بدهم يعملوا transformation. هني actually اشتروا شركات and now they want to merge. كل transformation عنده his own challenges. 90% of the time, the challenge is not technology, it's people. It's me going in and understanding the culture of the company, understanding the people that I need to work with, the people that I need to bring along, and the people I need to let go. Because you can't bring everybody along on the transformation journey. So, خلصنا هيدي. It was another very big program. وخلص ورجعت من وقتها، بس خلص قبل يعني بعد 3 أشهر the pandemic hit. So وقت البانديميك قررت انه كان عندي كونتراكت كمان مع روجرز، بس قررت كان بتورونتو بدي اقرب لعائلتي، لانه
عائلتك بأوتاوا.
رجعت خدت بوست امبلويي بأوتاوا كمان ترانسفورميشن، بس بشركه ساتلايت، لانه أنا ما كان عندي مشكلة أشتغل برا إبعاد كذا، بس سبحان الله بس يكون في problems أو pandemic وهيك خفت على عائلتي أو الأولاد، ما بدي أكون بعيدة عنهم ويصير شيء لا سمح الله، ما بتعرفي كيف الأشياء. I made a choice إنه هيدا الوقت بهاي اللحظة الفاميلي تبعي is more important than my career. مع هذا وكله البوست اللي خدته كمان كان كتير مهم. قعدت 2 سنين بهذه الشركة، ساعدتهم هن بهذا الترانسفورميشن، ورجع بعد شوي بيجيني تليفون
دبي
انا ما عندي حدا، ما عندي contacts بالميدل ايست.
كيف وصلوا لك بدبي؟
ما عندي contact، ما عندي حدا، ولا احلم انه يوم من الايام بشتغل هون. انا ريبي كل حياتي بامريكا. وصلوا لانه البارتنر اللي عم بيعوزوه هون للديجيتال ترانسفورميشن شغلي معهم قبل بوقت، يعني كل الترانسفورميشن صاروا يعرفوني. It's a small industry بالنهايه. وكانوا في problems and they said okay she has experience جيبوها and let's see if she can help. So أنا جيت حتى براسي إنه بيجي 3 أشهر، ما كان بدي أترك شغلي هونيك ودغري إجي لهون و I'm the main يعني main breadwinner in my family, they depend on me، ما راح أخذ chances هيك. بس I also have a philosophy in life, you can't let fear hold you back. يعني when an opportunity comes, I always believe there's a reason for it. You have to at least explore it. You cannot just say no because you're afraid. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to explore it, but how do I do it safely? So I found a way and I came, but يعني the first day I went to the office, I felt at home. يعني قديش صار لي عايشة بكندا وهيك، عطول حس بحالي إنه I'm there، صحيح بلدي، I live there، درست هونيك مع الباسبور الكندي كل شيء، بس بتضلك تحسي حالك إنه you're still a little bit of an outsider. يعني you're not 100%, you don't fit. يعني you're forcing yourself to fit in a box that you don't fit. وصلت على دبي، وصلت على المكتب، تعرفت على العالم، الجو، الكالتشر، الواحد، and I'm like, it's like you try a vest and it just fits perfect.
Wow.
You know? صرت like am I crazy? How do I feel so comfortable in a place
كثير
like this?
فرق حتى بالكالتشر،
كل شيء.
بطريقة الشغل،
بس it
everything.
fits with my culture.
Yes.
It fits with my values. It fits with my thinking. It fits with my principles. And أكتر شيء I love about Dubai, honestly, it inspires me, it motivates me, it shows me that the impossible is possible. I see a message that says the sky is the limit. You know, anything is possible. Just believe in yourself. Be kind, because Dubai is also about kindness. It's about respect. It's about inclusivity. It's about embracing diversity, but at the same time, knowing who you are and keeping your values.
جمال، كثير حابة أسأل عن موضوع كنت ليدر بأمريكا، بكندا، بشركات كبيرة، وبنعرف حتى بالبلدان الغربية ما كتير بيتقبلوا، مش الكل بيتقبلوا الومن as a leader. كيف لقيتي بالدول العربية؟ كنت متوقعة انه رح تجي تكوني ليدر ببلد عربي، تكوني مسؤولة عن اشخاص لوكل وناس من برا عم يشتغلوا.
So أنا هيدا من هيك قلت براسي بدي أعمل 3 أشهر، لأنه بفتكر الويسترن media it does not do justice for the Middle East, honestly, or at least not for certain parts of the Middle East. Maybe there's some truth to some things, but the UAE and even Lebanon perhaps, but definitely the UAE, I felt as a woman I have an advantage. Honestly, it was an advantage, not a disadvantage. You're more respected. You're treated so well as a woman. I feel safe. I feel, you know, even, so I was really proud of that. Now, from a leadership, I think here, it's not that I'm a woman or I'm a man. I'm the most capable. They want the best of the best to do what they need to be done. And I really admired, I mean, especially like for the CEO, the board, people who gave me this opportunity to actually not have, I never felt for a second that I'm at a disadvantage because I'm a woman in any way, shape, or form. I'm always looked at, and they expect a lot from me, and I love that. They expect me to deliver one of the largest programs they have, and they don't care. I'm a woman or a man. The expectation is like this, and that's amazing. That's amazing, right? And you know, and in Canada, the same thing. Yes. I never think of myself when I'm in business. I'm a woman or I'm a man. I think of myself, am I the best person to do this job? And if I am, then I'm going to do it. And nothing's going to get in my way. And if I'm not the best person to do the job, I do make way, and I will acknowledge, and I'll go learn, and I'll go improve myself to become the best person if that's the job I want to do.
Let me go back to the digital transformation.
Yes, Joe.
You talk about people.
Yes.
حكيت عن الأشخاص.
إيه.
اللي هو السؤال كم بدي أسأله. لما كومباني تاخد قرار تروح ديجيتال، يعني عم تخسر من الورك فورس تبعها. مزبوط. بيصير في push back من الورك فورس انت you manage a team للتيم اللي عم بيكون on a day to day basis. وسؤالي بعد أكتر. Do you feel some guilt which you should not لأنه مش أنت أخذت القرار الكومباني. But do you feel guilt خصوصا بcompanies that will become obsolete؟ يعني مثل الريشة والقلم كانوا يعملوها، لما اجى القلم ما بقى حدا يستعمل الريشة، اللي كانوا يعملوا الريش والإنك راحوا صاروا obsolete. بس أنت بقصة في livelihood لعالم يمكن ما بقى معهم الكاباسيتي يتعلموا مصلحة جديدة، كول ماينر شو ما كان واللي صار عم بعطي example. شو البرسبكتيف تبعك from a human level and from a business level?
That's a very, very good question. So let me answer it in parts for you. أكيد change is part of life. Change is and evolving. It's key to survival. Whether it's in business, whether it's in everyday, we have to. My job is to enable a transformation, and yes, you're right. Sometimes feel it. Technology makes certain jobs redundant, but it also creates opportunity for different kinds of jobs. But you're also right, and not everyone will be able to get the training or keep the pace with the world that's changing. If I feel guilt, no, I don't feel a guilt, but do I feel a sense of responsibility to make sure that when I'm doing a transformation, that I'm honest and I'm transparent and I'm empathetic and I'm doing it with a sense of, responsibility and understanding of the people that are going to be either impacted directly or indirectly by this transformation, then yes, as a leader, I have to look at the human side as well. And this is why in transformation, a big part of it is working with HR departments, right? Is how do you make sure you're keeping the best and the people who are part of the future, and how do you help those people who may not be part of this future, but they still have a future in a different way, right? And it may be even better for them because maybe this future is not the future that will make them happy. But it's human beings, we get to, sometimes it's just human nature, we get comfortable. And any change, even if it's change for the better, makes us very, very fearful because we like what we know. And so sometimes the change that you resisted in the beginning can be the best change that ever happened to you. But you have to be open to it. And so what I do, and I try to do, is to be empathetic, to understand that it's not an easy journey for everyone, but I am not responsible to solve, everybody's life. Everyone needs to own that. But I am responsible to make sure that I'm transparent and I give people the tools they need to be able to make the right decisions for their life and their career. But I have to make the change. That's what I'm brought in. And that's the difficult part, by the way, for me.
You know what?